that's covering the Carolinas. This is Channel 9 Eyewitness News Midday.
This morning, we watched from our Lake Norman camera as a wintry mix of snow and rain fell across the Charlotte area. You can see it was really coming down. That was around 8 o'clock this morning. But right now at noon, we're taking a live look from the same camera in Lake Norman. You can see the skies are a lot clearer, just some wet roads around the area, and the snow isn't gone for good just quite yet. More is expected tonight. Meteorologist Vicki Graff is using Futurecast to track how long the flurries will stick around and pinpoint when they'll hit your neighborhood. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Sarah Rosario. Eyewitness News is committed to staying on top of the weather conditions in your area, and that's why we have live team coverage this midday. Eyewitness News reporter Tina Terry is in West Charlotte. She'll let us know how the roads are shaping up. And meteorologist Vicki Graff is in Severe Weather Center 9. Will we begin our team coverage with her? Vicki, how long will the snow stick around?
Well, we are starting to see the snow and the rain pushing south across the upstate of South Carolina, but we do have more on the way, and those are going to develop as we go throughout the afternoon. So taking a look at live early warning Doppler 9, you can see we are getting some pockets now of rain from Rock Hill and also Fort Mill. These are moving off to the southeast right along I-77. Also still seeing a little bit of a wintry mix across Monroe and also Unionville. These are moving off to the southeast as well, right along Highway 74. So those will continue, but we are watching off to the northwest another line that is just starting to develop near Lenoir, and that's going to continue to move off to the southeast, bringing us another round of showers, possibly some flurries into the afternoon. Coming up, I'll have a look at Futurecast to show you when all the rain and the snow will clear. Sarah?
Well, thank you, Vicki. All of that rain and snow outside is creating slick roads. Eyewitness News reporter Tina Terry has been out monitoring road conditions for us all morning. She continues our team coverage from West Charlotte. She's live along Highway 16 in West Charlotte with an update from transportation officials and a look at the weather situation out there. Tina.
Well, Sarah, I've seen a lot of heavy snowfall this morning, but things have pretty much tapered off here in West Charlotte. But let's go straight to some video that we took around 9 o'clock this morning. And you can see from the video pretty heavy, steady snow flurries. A lot of that snow accumulated on the ground and sidewalks here, but in this part of West Charlotte, the snow has melted. Now, we've gotten some viewer phone calls and emails from South Charlotte and even as far away as York County in South Carolina. They say the snow is still falling pretty heavy out that way, but no serious weather-related accidents to report there. We checked in with NCDOT and CDOT. Neither of those departments have plans to treat roads right now, but they say that they are monitoring the situation. And right now we are working to learn what road officials in South Carolina are doing to treat the roadways. We hope to bring you information from them as well as an update on the weather situation coming up tonight on Eyewitness News at 6. For now, reporting live from West Charlotte, Tina Terry, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Tina. In addition to checking on the roads, we also checked at the airport at Charlotte Douglas to see if there were any delays. We found out that there weren't any. And as the snow started coming down, video started pouring into our newsroom. Take a look at some of it. This is video one of our photographers sent us from the Cotswold area earlier this morning. You can see the light blanket of ice coming down. Eyewitness News reporter Ken Lemon also sent us this video from the Ray Road area in South Charlotte. Now remember, if you can safely send us pictures of the snow, we'd love to see them. Head to our website, WSOCTV.com, look under the weather tab and click share photos. New details. An overnight chase ended with 3 people in the hospital with serious injuries. This is where it happened at North College and the Brookshire Freeway. You can see a bumper on the ground and broken glass left behind from the early morning crash. Police told Eyewitness News the driver was drunk and speeding when he crashed into a tree. All 3 people inside were rushed to the hospital, 1 with life-threatening and 2 with potentially life-threatening injuries. Today, thousands of people will be in Uptown for the big final CIAA championship games. But as the games start, questions about the tournament's future in the Queen City are buzzing. The current CIAA contract with Charlotte is up next year, and bidding could likely open to other cities this spring. There's no doubt about it, the tournament is a huge business maker for Charlotte and the economy. Earlier today, Eyewitness News caught up with CIAA Commissioner Jackie Carpenter. And tonight on Eyewitness News at 6, hear her thoughts about the tournament's future. If you can't make it to the DMV during the week, starting today, it is now open on weekends. The West Charlotte DMV office on Brookshire Boulevard will be open now starting on Saturdays from 8 a.m. till noon. Just like during the week, it'll offer driver's license services and road tests, but you won't be able to take a motorcycle test on weekends. The state says adding another day will spread out the amount of customers and improve customer service. Some people we spoke with agree.
To come do anything, you have to stand in line for hours, and an extra day being open, I think it may actually improve. It's still packed today, but I think it still helps.
Well, the state says their West Charlotte office is one of the busiest in the state, serving nearly 36,000 customers per year. $85 billion in forced government spending cuts have kicked in. Last night, President Barack Obama signed an order putting them into effect. But the president says he will keep pushing for a new budget. He blamed Republicans in Congress for the automatic spending cuts. They pointed fingers back at him because he demanded a tax increase. The cuts won't happen right away. They'll be spread out over the next 6 months. And stay with Eyewitness News this midday. In the next 15 minutes, we'll take a deeper look at those cuts and tell you which areas locally and nationwide could be impacted the hardest. Sex charges against a former Iredell school teacher prompted more victims to come forward decades after they say the crimes happened. Police charged John Thomas Patterson last week with 14 counts of indecent liberties with children. They later added 96 more counts. Iredell County Sheriff's Office told Eyewitness News more than 16 people have come forward.
So many of them were afraid to come forward then just because it was their teacher and they didn't know how to tell anybody.
Police say both men and women made the accusations mostly of fondling and inappropriate touching. They say most of the incidents happened in the classroom. A Raleigh man now faces sex charges after police arrested him at a middle school. We'll explain how police got the tip and what officers found on the suspect that led to his arrest. Plus, it'll be 1 year tomorrow since a tornado hit our area, the damage that some homeowners are still dealing with today. And taking a live look outside from our Charlotte camera, you can see clouds cover much of our area. Temperatures still remain cold. We'll check in with meteorologist Vicki Graff for your weekend forecast. You're watching Channel 9 Eyewitness News at noon. Area. Earlier this morning, we saw snow in front of this camera, and now when we just watched outside, we saw that we have a little bit of slick roads, and meteorologist Vicki Graff is tracking when the next round of light flurries will begin. Well, a Hells Angel club leader from Rock Hill says he's changed his mind about pleading guilty 2 months ago. Dan Byfield faces 20 years in prison for racketeering. He filed a misconduct claim against the prosecution, stating they fed his wife lies to turn her against him. Byfield is one of 20 members arrested in a raid last summer across the Carolinas. 4 of his peers just finished their 3rd week of trial. Hundreds of UNC Chapel Hill students are demanding a culture change to combat a crime that they say is too common on their campus. The students rallied to share their stories and support a sophomore who says she was raped. The school said in a statement it's always encouraged students to report sexual assaults, but some say that's not enough.
The university needs to commit vastly more resources to prevention. It must establish an independent office that will provide legal counseling, psychological services, and other forms of support.
One student could now face getting kicked out. She took her rape claim to the school's honor court. The man was found not guilty and then filed a complaint against her. A Raleigh man is facing sex charges after police arrested him at a Wake County middle school. They say Kareem Stucks had naked pictures of a 14-year-old girl when they arrested him. A student saw the 21-year-old on campus and reported him to a resource officer. Police also believe Stucks has been contacting another 14-year-old from Franklin County. 2 felons from the Carolinas have fresh starts after being pardoned by President Obama. President Obama pardoned 17 people Friday. A woman from Currituck County had been convicted of distributing satellite TV decryption devices in 2000, and a man from Anderson, South Carolina, was convicted in 1969 of transporting altered securities. People across the nation are preparing for the worst now that billions of dollars in automatic spending cuts will officially kick in.
Our employees have been, really confused and shattered by what could happen.
We'll break down the areas that stand to feel the worst pain from the cuts.
Well, we are still seeing some snow across the area, mixing in with some rain. I'll have a look at Futurecast to show you when it will clear out of the area.
Ford budget cuts, better known as the sequester, are here. President Obama signed an order late last night, launching billions of spending cuts, and now people across the nation are bracing for the worst. ABC's John Triffin has the details.
Before President Obama signed the order to start $85 billion in automatic spending cuts, people across the country prepared for the worst. At Mount Rushmore National Memorial, that means no hiring for the busy summer season and no more traveling for park staffers either. At Fort Bragg, small cutbacks on energy and office supplies are already in place.
It's kind of like the sun setting, and so you're going to see it as it slowly goes down. You're going to start to see some changes gradually.
Thousands of federal workers in Central Texas will feel the most pain from the budget cuts.
Our employees have been, really confused and shattered by what could happen.
And along with worries, people seem annoyed and frustrated.
Everybody recognizes that we got to do something different, but it seems to me they could be adult.
Lawmakers appear to understand the frustration.
We shouldn't be making a series of dumb, arbitrary cuts to things that businesses depend on and workers depend on.
For the nearly 4 million Americans who have been receiving unemployment benefits for more than 26 weeks, the budget cuts could mean 9% less in their checks.
$144 a month is 1 week of groceries for myself and my 2 daughters.
The pain from most of these cuts won't be felt until next month. Flyers may face longer delays because of fewer air traffic controllers, and civilian Defense Department staff forced to take one unpaid day every week. But for many Americans, it's not all bad news. The sequester will not delay tax refunds. In fact, it may mean fewer audits. John Triffin, ABC News, New York.
And we've made it easy for you to find a state-by-state breakdown of the cuts. Just head to our website, WSOCTV.com, click on News, and then look under Latest Links. Tomorrow marks 1 year since a tornado hit East Mecklenburg and Cabarrus counties. We went to Harrisburg, where families are still feeling the impact. Marvin and Doris White rebuilt their home, but their yard is still littered with stumps from the trees that were knocked down.
It was a horrific sound and stuff hitting the side of the house, and then the huge crash when the tree come through the house.
Well, the Whites had insurance that covered the replacement value of their home, so luckily they were covered. Sunday also kicks off North Carolina's Severe Weather Awareness Week to help you prepare for an emergency. We've posted a link at WSOCTV.com. Click on News and look under Latest Links. Well, Vicki, the snow we've been seeing isn't expected to stick around for long.
No, and we are getting reports of it sticking in some of the grassy and elevated surfaces, but that's not going to last. It's going to melt. Temperatures are just not quite cold enough, so no snowmen, unfortunately, today, but we are already starting to see a little bit of a clearing here in Charlotte. Just a few of those flurries and also a little bit of mist mixed in. So visibilities might be a little bit limited. Just still be careful on the roads as they are slick. And we are expecting to see another round of showers as we go throughout the day. So here are some pictures that have been sent in from some of our viewers. This was out of Newton. As you can see, the flurries coming down, not quite sticking to that deck right there, but here on the grassy surfaces and on that table, this was sent in from Randy in Ballantyne. You can see it start to accumulate there, but it will be melting as we go through the afternoon. So we are seeing still some light showers and flurries still across the area. It is coming down heavier in some spots, but again, as we go throughout the rest of the day today, this is going to start to melt. So seeing a line from Chester up through Rock Hill, also near Waxhaw, that's where you're seeing some pockets of some heavier precipitation moving generally off to the south and east. Also from Monroe, right along Highway 74 through Wadesboro, getting a few pockets in there, maybe some snow mixed in with some showers. And it's a heavier wet snow, so as it continues to come down, it's a pretty sight to see, but it will be melting fairly quickly. Now we are taking a look at another batch off to the northwest that is starting to develop right now, right near Lenoir. So this is going to continue to move off to the southeast. That's going to be mainly just some rain, but it also could have a little bit of a mix of some snow in there as well. That's eventually going to clear out as we head towards later on this afternoon. And here's a look at why we aren't going to see much of accumulation. The temperatures just aren't quite cold enough. 38 degrees right now in Charlotte to 39 in Shelby and Lancaster, 41 degrees at the surface. Now across the elevations, 32 for Boone and 31 in Jefferson. So in the mountains, they do have winter weather advisories that go in effect until 6 o'clock this evening, and they are expecting to see possibly an additional 1 to 2 inches of snow. So as we go through Futurecast, cloudy skies throughout the day, might see even a few breaks of sunshine, but then we watch that another round of showers starting to develop, continuing to push across the area. Then as we head towards 6 o'clock this evening, that's when we eventually start to see things clearing out. So overnight, we are going to see partly to mostly clear skies, and then for tomorrow, that cold air is really going to kick in. So with the rain today and the temperatures cooling off, that's when we could see some slick spots on the roads, maybe a few areas of some ice, so be careful for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow, though, looks beautiful. Temperatures are going to start off cool, 35 degrees, but by midday, 44. We're not going to warm up a whole lot tomorrow, but the sunshine returns, and that's going to help dry us out from the wet weather we are seeing today. So for the rest of the afternoon, we'll continue to see the threat for some snow mixed in with some rain later on this afternoon. Temperatures only in the mid-40s. Overnight, we drop into the low 30s, and then for Sunday, the sunshine returns. We're looking at Monday as the pick of the week, but we're also tracking the next storm system that will approach Tuesday on into Wednesday, and later on today, John Aarons will have an update on that.
All right, thank you so much, Vicki. Well, coming up, tonight's championship game closes out the CIAA. The chances of you seeing this last local team in the big game. You're watching Channel 9 Eyewitness News midday. The snow that's been falling around the Charlotte area. Eyewitness News reporter Greg Seskin sent us this video from Brock Hill. Take a look at it. We've slowed it down a little bit. You can see the flakes coming down pretty hard there. If you have any pictures or video that you would like to share of the snow, we would love to see them. You can safely take them. Head to WSOCTV.com, look under the weather tab, and click share photos. Well, Vicki, we won't see much sunshine today, but tomorrow, thankfully, we will.
You know, I kind of enjoy the snow pictures just as much as the sunshine. And we're going to continue to see some flurries mixed in with some rain showers as we go throughout the afternoon. It will start to taper off as we head into the evening hours. So around 6 o'clock, it will clear out from west to east, but we are expecting another round again after this one. So that's why we still have that 40% in there. Temperatures today only reaching 45 degrees, dropping into the 30s overnight. And then for your Sunday, the sunshine returns, but still a cold day.
All right, so enjoy the day and hold out for tomorrow.
Exactly.
Thank you for making Channel 9 your choice for news this midday.
Be sure to tune in to Eyewitness News at 6 for your latest on local news, weather, and sports. Have a great day.